We are about 2 months into the school year now. Has your child already gotten sick with a cough, a cold, maybe even a low-grade fever? Mine too. According to a new survey of school nurses, the winter season is the worst for sickness, accounting for 77% of nurse office visits. Winter's not even here yet, so how can you guard against the germs that your child is surrounded by at school? And how do you prepare so you're ready when sickness strikes? Well, nationally recognized pediatric doctor Nina Shapiro is joining us this morning to help us all out. Good morning, Dr. Shapiro.
Good morning.
Well, it wasn't too long ago I myself experienced that ooh moment. What is that ooh moment?
So most parents have experienced that you know it's the cold and flu season and your child does something that's, well, like it's a little bit disgusting. They pick their nose, they put their fingers in their mouth, they touch their friend's mouth, and then you just know it's bound to happen. Somebody's going to get sick.
And I understand, too, the American Academy of Pediatrics has actually upgraded their guidelines for flu shots this season. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So the American Academy of Pediatrics has changed their guidelines a little bit. They still recommend the flu shot for all children 6 months and up. One of the changes they made this year is that if you have a 6-month to 8-year-old and they've never received a flu shot, this season they need to receive 2 doses, spread about a month apart, 2 doses of the flu shot in order to be protected.
Well, that is certainly some good information. I know as a parent, I like to be prepared, so I've got what I need when sickness does strike, and I understand you have some tips for us on how to do that.
I do. I mean, one of the things you want to do, young as they can, teach them how to wash their hands with soap. It's such a basic skill that we take for granted. So teach your kids how to keep themselves clean as possible. You can't sterilize them necessarily. You can't spray them with antibacterials, but you want to keep them learning about hygiene. And then you don't want to wait until they get sick when you're going out to the store to buy the medications to make them feel better. The flu, if your child does get the flu, it comes on hard and fast with a high fever. If you have some children's Advil in advance, you can give that to them when the fever does hit. It's good for kids 2 and up, and it will get that fever down quickly. It lasts about 8 hours, so you will get their symptoms a little bit more under control. The colds tend to come on a little more slowly, so a stuffy nose, a runny nose, you can give them some children's Dimetapp to get them a little less congested and gooey and runny. And then the coughs, you want to give them some children's Robitussin. There's a day and night formula that'll last 24 hours. Get them cough-free during the day, get them cough-free at night, and also allow them to sleep, won't keep them up at night. So you want to stay ahead of it, just like you get the flu shot before you get the flu. You want to get your medicines in the house before your kids get sick. Saves you a lot of heartache.
Absolutely. I just hate when you see them and they're just so miserable looking. Is there anything we can do when those symptoms start coming on to sort of ward it off a little bit?
Well, again, you can give them the medicines to make them feel better. Unfortunately, a lot of these colds, and if your child does get the flu, they do need to run their course. So you want to keep them home and keep them comfortable. Keep them symptom-free as much as you can with any over-the-counter medicines that you can get. Call your doctor if you have any questions. Other little things that help, a humidifier in your child's room really does make a difference. If you have the heat on and it's that dry heat and they're congested and coughing, a humidifier just helps them feel a little less icky, shall we say. So just to keep them comfortable, lots of fluids, rest. Don't send them back to school too soon. If you have a child who's sick and they're home from school, you send them back to school too soon, you're going to get that phone call to come pick them up. So just keep them home, get their symptoms under control, get them healthy, and then they'll be able to get back to school.
All right, well, certainly some great information for our viewers this morning. Where can they go for more?
For more information, they can go to sickjustgotreal.com. It's easy to remember. We're all going to get sick this season. Our kids are going to get sick. It's going to be real, so just take a look at the site. It'll have some great information about symptoms, how to get those symptoms under control, and what to do when your child gets sick.
All right, getting through it as best we can. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Shapiro.
Thanks for having me.